Hello, my name is Tyler O'Rourke, here with Rotten Potatoes, and today we're going to be reviewing the fairly new movie, Civil War. This movie was released very recently on Friday, April 12th, and luckily I got to see it on the very first day of release. I hadn't heard a lot about this movie, so I sort of went into it blind with no expectations, but it certainly amazed me. This was perceived to be a very controversial movie, but they managed to pull it off without being too political. Civil War is a great movie in my opinion because it's not just pure fiction, it is somewhat applied to the real world. There's a great balance of action that is complemented by a neutral view of the war, that of a reporter. This is a very new take on war movies, as most of them focus on the rush of action or the glorification of violence. At the start, I didn't fully grasp the meaning of this movie, and it wasn't until about halfway through that I began to realize the message that they were trying to spread. This is not simply an action movie. It is a movie showing a potential future that is not so far off. It feeds off the concept of a divided America, showing the two sides that make up a nationwide conflict. Even from the start, the audience is left wondering whose side we are really on.
Are you WF? Who's giving you orders?
No one's giving us orders, man. Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
There is no clear good guy or bad guy in this battle, just like in real life politics. It's just a difference of opinion, escalated to the point of full-on war. In the movie itself, our main character Lee explains how, as a war photographer, she goes to battlefields to document the brutality of war.
You're probably gonna kill them anyway.
How do you know?
He doesn't know, but that's besides the point. Once you start asking yourself those questions, you can't stop. So we don't ask. We record so other people ask. You want to be a journalist? That's the job.
She does all this with the main goal of sending the photos home as a warning not to repeat these barbaric acts. She also states how these measures have clearly failed, since now there is an active war right at home throughout America. This motive is a reflection of the lesson that the movie teaches itself. That lesson being to prevent the insanity of war as seen through the lens of someone who has to experience it firsthand. Director Alex Garland has a clear vision of how he wants his message to be spread, displaying an appropriate balance of violence and beauty. I highly recommend seeing Civil War as long as you are willing to view it with an open mind and a realistic perspective, making sure you are willing to learn from these mistakes so that history doesn't repeat itself. Unlike many movies nowadays that are purely for entertainment, this one was to inform and to educate on how not to slip into war as a society. Tyler O'Rourke with Rotten Potatoes, reporting live from the battlefield, signing off.